Guys, welcome back. Welcome to another video. If you're new here, you're welcome. My name is Monique T and I just vlog my life here in Nottingham, UK, or sometimes I do sit down videos just like this one. Please make sure to like, share and subscribe and hit the notification bell so you know when a new video drops. Today I have a list of things I want to talk about, but I don't know what like topic to give because you'll find out. The things I want to talk about are things that I've learned, I'm still learning, and I want to like practice because practice is key. You can know something, you can have deep understanding about something, but if you do not practice, then your knowledge is useless. So these are a list of things that I have learned. I'm still learning and I want to apply because application is king. And sometimes you know the right things to do, but you find yourself doing the direct opposite. So you see me looking down to my book for the list of things. I don't know why I hate cramming things to say because I don't know. I'm not just that person. Fun fact about me, I love notepads. Oh my God, I love notepads. I have like how many on the table right now? I love notepads. I'm a sucker for notepads. Yeah, I can buy different notepads. I won't even know what I want to use a notepad for until I'm just like, oh, this one's just lying there and I don't know what to use it for. But anyway, before I ramble and talk rubbish, here are the list of things I want to learn. I'm still learning and I want to practice. First thing is don't be afraid to fail. See, you know how people come and give you instructions of what to do, don't do this, don't do that, and they don't practice or they don't know anything about it. For this particular number one, I have learned and I'm still learning, and I am the poster kid for don't be afraid to fail. Like I've learned so many things. I learned how to do makeup. Right now I'm trying to transition into tech and be a product manager. I'm learning about product management. I've learned so many things. I've tried so many things. I tried selling jewelry. I sold jewelry like a few times in my life. And for me, like I'm not afraid to fail because I rather do something and not have like the feeling of, oh, what if I did? Or I don't want to have that regret. I want to do everything that I can. Just see how it goes. If I fail, fine. If I'm good at it, amazing. Don't be afraid to fail, especially if you have something in your heart and you want to achieve it. You don't know how well you will do. Even this YouTube video I'm doing, this channel that I'm creating, I don't know how it will go. I'm just going through it and doing it because I'm not afraid to fail. If it doesn't go well and my YouTube doesn't grow, fine. If it grows, super amazing. Don't be afraid to fail. There's no such thing as failure. When you fail at something, it just tells you that, oh, maybe this thing is not for you or there are other ways to go about it. Failure shouldn't be your enemy. Life, we just live once. We're not coming back to this earth. And if you don't pour out everything that God has placed on the inside of you, you're doing yourself a disservice. So, and how will you know what is inside of you if you don't try to go deep inside, pull it out and do it? So don't be afraid to fail. Failure will change your life. Failure will redirect your steps. Failure will bring out things in you never thought you had. Don't be afraid to fail. Try to do that business. If you want to go back to school, go to school. If you want to do your PhD, do it. If you want to leave that toxic workplace, but you're afraid that things will go wrong for you or where will you start from, don't be afraid to do it. Just do it and believe that God is going to be with you all the way. I'm telling you honestly from the deepest part of my heart, don't be afraid to fail. Because when you're afraid to fail, you're limiting yourself. You will just be very comfortable in one place and you won't push yourself to do anything. If you want to be a content creator, create that content, create that video. Right now, I'm creating this video from my iPhone 8. And some people will be like, oh, iPhone 8, I should have said, oh, I don't have an iPhone 14. The video is not going to come out nice. I don't care. Let me just do it. If people don't accept it, fine. If people like it, fine. Just do what you think that you love doing and you're passionate about. And like when you wake up in the morning, that thing that you're always thinking of, do it. Don't wait for everything to be perfect. Don't wait for a perfect situation. Perfect phone, perfect camera, perfect tripod, perfect city. See, guy, there's no such thing as perfect perfect situation. Just do what you think you want to do. Do what God has put on the inside of you. You want to start a podcast. Start a podcast. Even if the sound is sounding like it's looking for frequency, do it. If you want to start learning how to make hair, so you make people's hair, learn, buy a doll and learn. See, don't be afraid to fail. I'm begging you. Like, I'm still on my journey of failure. People always see failure as a bad thing. It's not. Don't be afraid to fail. The second thing is, don't be afraid to start again. Don't be afraid to start again. Don't be afraid to move to another city and start all over again. Don't be afraid to leave that job. The job, you get salary every month. You're sure of security, like job security, but you're so miserable and frustrated. Don't be afraid to start again. Let me give you a little backstory. So, in 2020, I think 2020 is the year of COVID, when COVID started. In 2020, when everybody went on lockdown, I resigned from a job that I had. That job was so toxic. I know that people will be saying, oh, it's not toxic, some people are still there. Guy, that job was toxic. Toxic work processes, toxic bosses, toxic people. There are a few good people, but the place was just toxic. And every time, people will not even know. I'll go to the toilet and I'll cry every day. Every day I wake up in the morning, I'll cry. I was stress eating. I was depressed. I was frustrated. I was not happy with my life. When COVID came, and I just saw the way things were going and the way they were treating me and acting out, I'm like, you know what? Goodbye. I'm not afraid to close the door because I know I serve a God who is a God of multiple options. He's the God of exclusive options. Like, I'm not even scared. Honestly, I wasn't really scared. I knew that maybe I'll have to stay at home for like a year or something, or 6 months, but it was better than just staying there and being frustrated. Don't be afraid to start again. I resigned. I moved from my house in Yaba to my parents' house in Ibeju. Stayed there for almost a year before, what am I saying? More than a year before I got my last job that I had before moving to the UK. I was frustrated at times, but I was happy. I was an unemployed, happy human being. Honestly, like, don't be afraid to start all over again. I had to start job hunting again. I had to even start a business, see where it will go. Like I said, job hunting. I didn't care what role. I wanted to just start from anywhere. And because I was not afraid to fail, I put out a podcast episode that I recorded on LinkedIn, and I applied for a job, and the CEO saw that podcast episode. That's how I got my job. See, don't be afraid to start all over again. Especially if you're a Christian, if you're a child of God, or you want to move to a new country, you don't know how it will be, because you don't know how things will go, but God has placed things on the inside of you to do this particular thing. He has placed it on the inside of you to do something, or God has called you to full-time ministry. Don't be afraid to start again. The God that you serve is a God of different options. He's the God that when one door closes, he will open 10 doors. Don't be afraid. Oh my God. I don't know why. Don't be afraid to start again. Honestly, starting again might be the best thing that you will ever do for yourself. Yes, don't be afraid to start again. The next thing is journaling. I know that many people are like, journaling is for those people who are too emotionally involved with themselves and too emotional. To be honest, like, I feel that there are different forms of journaling. Like, some people literally write how their whole day is going to go, or how they felt in a particular day, or how they felt in a particular week, or how they felt in a particular month. Some people do different types of journaling. But the kind of journaling I found to work for me is the one I'm going to share with you now. So recently, I got disappointed. I'm not going to go into like details, and I was really going to hit like a very bad place, but I had to drag myself out of it and tell myself that God is the one who orders our steps, and every disappointment is a blessing, and he knows the end from the beginning, so I will not be afraid. So I started this new form of journaling. I went to Primark, and I told you I love notepads, and I found this tiny black notepad. This is it in Primark, a little black book in Primark, and I just bought it because it was £1. Yes, so I bought it and I'm like, let's see, it's good. It'd be nice to drop in my bag and go around with. And when I got home, like I just literally felt the Holy Spirit telling me to journal, but in a different way. So I call this book my book of remembrance. In this book, I don't write how my day is going or somebody offended me or that kind of thing. In this book, I just write out promises of God. And the promises are like, if I feel in my heart in this moment that I'm feeling negative thoughts like you're not good enough, you're not beautiful, I'll go to this journal and I'll write the opposite of what I feel. I'll write, I'm good enough, I'm beautiful. That's my own form of journaling. And it is helping me. Like, it is helping me so much. I never knew something this small could be so powerful. Like, let me just show you. It's called my book of remembrance. So I just want to remember the good things that God has said over me. Because sometimes, like, we're always like thinking about the negative things, and when things don't go well for us, we're always thinking like in the opposite of what God has said about us. And it's easy for us to go into that deep rabbit hole and be saying, I'm not good enough, life is unfair to me, God doesn't see me, God doesn't hear me. It's easy for us to enter that hole. But in order for us not to do so, in order for us to fight anxiety, for us to fight depression, fight evil thoughts and evil mindsets, you need to write the opposite of how you feel. So I'm going to read a few things I've written. I don't know if you can see. I've written on it. And I'm going to read a few of things I've written. I wrote, I'm not broken. Because in that moment, I felt broken. And I wrote, I'm not broken. I'm royalty. Because in that moment, I felt like nonsense. But I had to write down, it's hard. It's really hard. Especially if what you are seeing, you know, we're people who are moved by what we see and hear. And if what we're seeing is the opposite of what we know, and if what we're hearing is the opposite of what we know, see, push, take a pen, take a biro. Instead of writing those negative emotions, write those things that you think that God is trying to say to you when you think of those things. I wrote, there is victory in my struggle. God is my light. I have faith that prevails. I'm not forgotten. I wrote, I am fiercely loved. I am God's delight. I am uniquely loved. I wrote like so many things. If I'm feeling a certain way, I write the opposite of what I'm feeling. I'm enough. I am bold. God is my restorer. I will bounce back. I am gold. I am not weak. Like, I've written so many things and I carry it everywhere I go. So if you want to start doing this kind of thing, get a really small book. Can you see my palm? And can you see the size of this book? Yes, that's how small it is. Get something really small. It doesn't have to be something fancy. Like, I got this for £1. Get this kind of book and keep it in your bag, because negative thoughts don't know house, does not know office, does not know outing with the friends, does not know picnic. It's always there, lurking. You know how you have like Tom and Jerry cartoons, and you have like, when Tom used to fight with himself and his mind, you see like angel on this shoulder, devil on this shoulder. Like, negative thoughts they don't know house, they don't know hospital, they don't know anywhere. So just take it along everywhere you go. So keep it by your bedside so that when that negative thought comes in, you can write down the opposite of what you're feeling. The next two things are about like our spiritual journey as Christians and when it comes to serving. And I wrote, come out from performance and religion and move into service. Come out from performance and religion and move into service. To me, Christianity is not a religion. I don't like seeing Christianity as a religion. I like seeing Christianity as a way of life. To me, religion restricts, it holds, it bounds, that's how I see it. So come out from performance and religion. Many of us our Christianity is performance based. I want to do this, I will do this, so God will give me this. Or if I do this, God will forgive my sins of yesterday. And if I do this, my sins of tomorrow will be forgiven. Come out from that performance. You want everybody to see you're the most holy, you're the most hardworking person in the choir, you're the most hardworking person in the ushering group. You want people to see you, you're all about performance. God does not reward performance. God, I don't know if nobody has ever told you. Let me tell you today, Monique T is telling you today, God does not reward performance. Yes, God has called us to work. Faith without work is dead. But let me tell you something. If your sole aim to work in church is just to perform and do. So everybody will see me. Everybody knows this person. Everybody knows me. Hey, don't you know this is time? What is the motive behind your service? What is the motive behind your service? Why are you serving God? Why are you in the choir? Why are you in ushering? Why are you in children's ministry? Is it because you want people to serve you, or because God has placed it on the inside of you to serve, and because you want to, impact people's life? Is that why you're serving in church? Or is it because you want to just be popular and people will see you and people will know you, and you want to force God's hand to bless you? So you're performing. God does not reward performance. He rewards a sincere heart, a heart of service, a heart that wants to serve him deeply. So in 2023, ladies and gentlemen, come out from performance. Come out from religion, rules and regulation. You don't love your neighbor. You don't love people around you. You are so uptight and irritating. You are so, you are so hyper spiritual. Oh, the Holy Spirit said this, and you hate your neighbors. You hate people around you. You're not kind. You're rude. You're condescending. You're self-seeking. And you think because you follow certain principles in the Bible, God will reward you. For what? For being mean, for being unkind, for being rude, for being selfish. Come out from performance religion and serve God because you really want to serve him and impact people's lives. This is 2023. We need to let go of the old ways and focus on God. Like, focus on serving, focus on pouring your heart out and making the church, the body of Christ, a better place for everybody. Come out from performance. Sister Nkechi, Sister Ekaite, Brother Paul, Brother Samuel. Please, if your name is all of this, I'm just calling random names. Brother Tosin, come out from performance religion and serve God with good intentions. Those I did not tell you. I'm not only speaking to you, I'm speaking to myself too. Thank you. The next thing on my list is volunteer. Yeah, like we go to, I know it's not easy to like volunteer and all of that. We go to school, we go to work, we have our families. I think it's time for us to come out from just doing things that will be beneficial to us and serve people. I think it goes hand in hand with the last one. Come out from at least once a month, do something that is selfless. Do something that you don't want reward for. Do something that you just want to like impact other people. Volunteering is amazing. I have a volunteer in my church, and I know every week, every Thursday with children, and I know the joy that I have in my heart. I might come back tired, but I know the joy I have in my heart. It just gives me joy serving people. And it's just one selfless thing I do every week. And I feel fulfilled. Like, I feel amazing that I have poured out into other people. So these are the list of things that I'm learning, and I want to apply. Like I said, God will help me to apply, because it's not just for you to know something. It's not just enough for you to acquire knowledge, but it's important to practice. Because if you know something and you don't practice it, then that knowledge is useless. So please, I beg you, join me on this journey as we try to practice all that is on the list I've given today. I hope you all are good. If you have any questions for me, please make sure to comment. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe, and click on the notification bell so you know when I post a new video. It might be a sit-down video, it might be a vlog. I don't know. I just I just follow the spirit. I don't know what I'm going to do next. Might be food, might be doing another food trying video and all. Well, yeah, thank you if you're a returning subscriber. I really appreciate it. Tell people about Monique T. Tell people about me. Don't learn this alone. And please, like I said, please try this journal thing, guys. I know what I'm saying. It's helping me heal. It has helped me heal. It's still helping me heal. Please try this journal thing. And if you're willing to try, comment down below and say, Monique, I'm going to try the journal thing. Just let me know. Yeah. Thank you so much. Have an amazing week, guys. Mwah.